So we got the hunting of Cain. So many people got convicted. So many people got involved in this. It has to do with the murder of a millionaire, multi-millionaire. This guy, his brother got angry about his business dealings and put a contract out on him. It took quite a few people to talk to, but eventually found some drug-addicted loser. It's written in '83. Come to the victim's house, Dean Milo's house, and just let Dean Milo answers the door, or lets the killer in, and he had to lay on the floor. The owner was scared, but then got 2 shots to the head. That was it. But to get to that point, it wasn't some random killing. They went through, the brother went through a lot of people to find the right killer. A lot of people got involved. This is the guy who put the contract out on his own brother back in the 70s. Dean Milo with his wife. And you wonder, you see all these pictures, you come to the center part, and you see all these pictures. The parents had nothing to do with it, but they had to establish that part of the reason why the brother wanted the other brother killed is because of the bossy mother. All these people got involved in this. This is the lawyer that was working with Frank and Fred. He was working with Fred a lot, and Fred kept pressuring him into finding people. So the lawyer's friends with the stripper, who she got a couple of friends she talked to. She was interested. She started showing money, so she got this guy involved. He didn't, and then she tried to get somebody else who was like her roommate for a while, but we don't have a picture of him. And he talked. He wanted the reward money. And then you got, like, say, Ray. He used to work for the Milo Corporation, which is a beauty business, and they got huge multi-million-dollar businesses. But he was a little slighted. He was on Fred's side, so he decided to try helping out and finding somebody to kill. So he was a part of a few deals. Then you got Tony Riddle. He got involved through somebody like Barry Boyd. I believe Barry Boyd wasn't directly looking for people. It might have been Frank Piccarelli. There's just so much going on, but none of it only one of these guys is a killer. Harry Knott, he was kind of a part of it. He wanted to turn it into a scam more so. He wanted to just scam Fred Milo by saying, yeah, we'll do it. Just keep paying us some money. And then he was going to be like, hey, we're going to tell your brother that you wanted him dead, so give us some money to keep us quiet. So Harry Knott was a part of that. He was a weapons expert. He was playing around with the gun. He never actually went out to Florida to try to get Dean, or to Arizona to get Dean. He was just kind of the money transfer guy. Either Barry Boyd was transferring a lot of money for Fred Milo, and then it was going to Harry Knott. It went to Ray Sussick. I think Ray was he was separate from guys like Harry Knott. Harry Knott was a part of this page. All these guys. This is his stepbrother, who really took more of a charge in trying to find a killer. And they found somebody who could have killed Dean Milo in Florida. This guy, but he never went through with it. That was like one of the closest opportunities. They actually thought Dean got killed but he didn't. And then they said they accidentally killed somebody else, but that was a ruse. The cops found that there was nobody that was actually killed. Then you got John Harris, who was friends. He was friends with a couple people. He was friends mostly with Harry Knott, but he was talking also to Frank. These stepbrothers are really in conversation with some killers. John was a big one, 300-pound guy. They never believed he could pull the trigger, and he didn't. He never had it in his heart to do it. Even though this guy looks like John Candy, he's done a lot of criminal stuff. Breaking into things and stealing things and all that. He's been in and out of jail a lot. Surprising to me. But he brought in this guy. This is the killer. Okay, through it all, this guy actually, he did it. He was big into drugs and crank and speed and stuff. He walked into the house. John drove him there. He walked into the house, killed Dean. Dean dead. And bigger problems came than Fred expected to. He's just so short-sighted. His company was handed to him through the family. He didn't earn it, so he didn't understand that, how bad the legal problems would get. Because as soon as his brother died, he took over the company and gave himself a big raise and all that, and it just went sour after that, because the cops over here started pinning him. What's surprising to me is this guy is a private detective, alright, and these cops are really working closely with him. This private detective did a lot. He did a lot for the cops that the cops couldn't have normally done for themselves. Makes me wonder how prevalent private cops are. And then these are a couple other cops. This guy was a big part of the investigation, because there was a lot. It covered a lot of states, covered a lot of people, went through a lot of people, and it wasn't just, hey, I need a killer. Somebody finds somebody, that's it. There was a lot of talk, and it had a lot to do with just, Barry Boyd getting pressured by Fred. Fred really, he lost his mind, because he kept pressuring his own lawyer to find people, and kept trying to find, just getting the word out with former employees, and, that were loyal to him and stuff. Just unbelievable. The things that people will do. In the end, this killer only got $600, whereas $78,000 was transferred between this guy and the money launderers, Harry Knott. $78,000 was extracted from Fred, but yeah, in the end, who were the people that were doing the extorting that ended up with the money. Thomas Mitchell didn't really have anything to do with it. I don't think he even went to jail. I don't know why she went to jail. She went to prison for 5 years just looking for people. She was advertising, and she confessed, and he confessed, and he accidentally confessed. It's kind of humorous. Unbelievable. I don't know if I could put this web of conspiracy together properly enough. They do it as a good job in this book. It's a quick read too. True crime in Ohio. That's crazy.